chasing a real major while playing high major college football. Sure, there's a Kirk Cousins out there, or there's a, some weird kid where you're like, wow, he went to med school. That would fix most of my issue with the current system and this degree value argument I've had with people. Could we do that versus a union? The union thing's going to get messy.
Yeah, the union thing will get messy because that's saying that everybody deserves to get the same price for everything.
And that's the problem I have. Not everybody is equal. Sorry. Not in college athletics.
No, because
men's crew, sorry, you're a loss leader. You're a burger in a bar. They don't make money off the burger. They make money off the 2 beers you order with it.
98% of the people in the NCAA will not make a ton of money. You'll make something. You may have
so
an autograph.
So why not offer a real, meaningful college degree?
Take it easy on my phone.
What cost is that to the school? Be real. Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to believe it costs $78,000 a year to go to Columbia?
No, you're changing the curriculum for the players. And now,
as we should.
But now you're going to have...
The average student doesn't work 40 hours a week.
Yeah, but the average student is going to say, oh, well, that major is easier for this person because he's a football player. He doesn't have to do all the work that I have to do.
No. They're just going to do that work when they're done with football. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't believe they're real students now.
Some are.
Okay, some are, many aren't.
No, you're right. Some are just there, as they say. What is it, Cardell Jones? Right. I didn't go to Ohio State to play school.
Amen. Mike on a cell. What's up, Mike?
How you doing?
Good, Mikey.
We're just first. Long time listener, first time caller. Appreciate it.
Good afternoon.
Mike, you're on the radio. You got to talk. You got to make it happen. Come on now.
Sorry about that. Really what I wanted to say was, as a Division I athlete growing up that did not play one of the major sports, I have concerns about it changing the culture of American sports itself. I think kids are going to be making different decisions about what they participate in at a young age, and the makeup of who plays what in this country is going to change dramatically. I think there's an unintended consequence to this potential legislation or this potential ruling.
But Mike, how is that any different from right now? Because when you look at travel baseball, when you look at AAU basketball, you look at 7-on-7 camps that travel the country, how is that any different from right here, right now?
I mean, you make a valid point. I just think there's going to be winners and losers, and it's hard to celebrate this ruling. I think there's some money that needs to go out. Don't get me wrong.
But Mike, and I'm going to let you finish. There's winners and losers in life. Not every kid is going to go on to the SEC. Some are going to end up in Conference USA. It's what you do with your opportunity.
Yeah, it is true. I just think one of the things that makes America great is that we play so many sports, and that's why we dominate the Olympics and things like that.
But see,
we're in real danger.
Yeah, but you know what, Mike? You're also talking to somebody. I'd do away with the Olympics. There, I said it. It's a financial drain on whoever hosts it. It's one of the most corrupt events out there, and nobody cares. I'd get rid of the Olympics. So sorry to all you fencers and rowers and cross-country skiers. I wouldn't even have the Olympics anymore. Nobody wants the Olympics.
I do.
It's financial cancer for your city.
It ain't my money.
The point is, it's garbage. I'm sorry. What were the 10 plagues again? The Olympics coming to your city's number 8. You won't have books for your kids.
I'm on the Jim Costa plan right now.
You don't want to be associated with this. Well, I don't know. There's no segue into it. FanDuel, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, can you bet on the Olympics? It's probably the only way they're watchable.
You can.
Go to FanDuel Sportsbook. Maybe they'll give you odds on somebody swimming across a pond or something. I don't know.
I mean, USA basketballs.
Yeah, USA laying 47.5 to Puerto Rico. Ought to be real exciting. The point is, FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code TICKET. Bet on real sports. Things we actually care about, like the NBA playoffs. Real stuff. They've got it. They've got more player props, more in-game parlays. Hey, Odyssey.com Rewind. We'll do a double plug here. Rico handed out a plus 600 banger earlier for this Suns-Clippers game tonight. It's all there. So if you want to have a good time and, I don't know, actually care about what you're watching, a.k.a. not the Olympics.
Well, Kevin Love just said he's going to play on the team.
The Olympics is for losers. FanDuel Sportsbook promo code ticket. Screw Kevin Love. FanDuel Sportsbook promo code ticket. Gotta be 21 and up. Get out, will you please? Jesus. First online real money wager only, risk-free bet. The refund issued is non-withdrawable side credits. Restrictions do apply. Sportsbook.fanduel.com. You got a gambling problem? Fix it. 1-800-270-7117. FanDuel Sportsbook, the official partner. 97.1 The Ticket.
This is Jim Rome with an Odyssey Sports Minute, sponsored by Lexicon, your holistic provider of practice management software and legal support services. I'm not sure how much attention you've been paying to the U.S. Olympic trials and the assembling of that team, but I'm here to introduce you to Christina Clemens, who qualified for the team in the 100-meter hurdles. What a journey it's been for her. She had a huge career at Ohio State, but ultimately ruptured her Achilles tendon and has had to work her way back. And now she's qualified for the U.S. Olympic team. Let me tell you something. She will be ready. How do I know? Her earrings. They're Doritos bags. Cool Ranch Doritos bags, to be specific. This legend who just qualified for the U.S. Olympic team did so rocking Doritos on her ears. I already have my favorite Olympian, and her name is Christina Clemens. I'm Jim Rome.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Detroit area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Offices in Troy and Ann Arbor.
Napa know-how. Some things just go better together, like a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil and a platinum filter for $26.48. It's like bacon and eggs, hot dogs and mustard, or Joni and Chachi. Ask your dad about it. That's Napa full synthetic and a platinum filter for $26.48. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. General States pricing. Sales prices not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 6/30/21.
Before you buy or lease your next vehicle, come see what we can do for you at Gowling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Hi friends, Bill Gowling here, telling you about some of the great values going on during our Ram Spotlight sales event. Qualified Chrysler employees can lease a 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab V8 4x4 for just $347 a month. Leases for 39 months, 10,000 miles a year with $2,000 down. We have more than 1,500 vehicles available only at Gowling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Bloomfield Hills, Chelsea, Roseville, or online at Gowling.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/hire. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/hire. That's ZipRecruiter.com/hire. ZipRecruiter.com/hire.
Make better bets, bet smarter, and beat the books today. Download the BetQL app today to better your chances.
We're 9 minutes away. We're going to make an impact on this city. To hell with charity. We're going to get the number 1 pick in this draft. NBA lottery tonight. We may even do a little revival here, because I'll tell you, a lot of people want to talk about this Ben Simmons deal. I'm not afraid to tell you I'd get on the phone, at least chat up Philly on it. And I know You know, it's like the scene in 8 Mile where Eminem's got to get up there and tell the other dude all the things that are wrong with him so he can't use it against him. Yeah, I know Ben Simmons kind of effed up right now. The point is, this town, from a basketball perspective, we're never going out and signing a clutch sports player. We're never going out and getting a premium free agent. Anybody you trade for, anybody you try to sign is going to have warts.
So get damaged goods, because that's all you can do.
That's all we can do.
Just a guy who mentally may not ever recover.
I think that's a bit dramatic. We'll get to it. David, the ticket text first, though. We're talking about the Supreme Court and Rico's close personal friends there and the ruling they made yesterday. Yes, Dave.
You knew this would come. The student athletes are already getting a free education, which accounts for, in many cases, upwards of $40,000 per year. That is plenty of compensation, and I would have been happy to have had my education paid for in that manner.
And no. Because happy with scholarship guy is guy who wished that he could run a 440.
It's guy with no ability.
Right. It's guy who, well, I played tuba in high school. Does that count? No, it doesn't. No one cares.
You don't bring anything to the university. You know what you are? You're a time suck.
Because here's the thing. If you were in the chemical engineering program and you came up with some discovery, you could monetize that. You could get money.
Right. But if you just went there, crushed Natty Lights, and used their plumbing system, you don't get what a player gets.
Spent mom and dad's money. Yes, you still have a loan. I get it. But you can't do what they can do.
That's because you're not special.
Right. You can't throw a ball 100 miles an hour. You can't throw a pass 65 yards.
Well, neither can anybody at MSU. David, more ticket text, please.
You know what? 6 picks for the Pistons.
No, we're getting the number one
that
pick.
comment.
Come on.
No, God said if you make one more MSU joke, you're getting
then score some touchdowns.
And you know what?
I'm tired of this.
If we get the 6 pick, people, it's because of money.
That's not true.
It is.
David.
With players getting paid, is there a concern for locker room divide?
I mean, MSU had a divide over a presidential hat. Are you kidding me? If you think the money was going to divide a locker room, you got way more problems than that.
I mean, there's divide on whether
who slept with who. There's divides over who did what.
Did you take a knee during the national anthem? There's divides all the time.
Some guy says something in practice. Some guy decides he wants to freelance. Some guy decides he doesn't think he needs to be at training table.
There's literally been divides in locker room because some guy came in and had a 5-star rating, but you're not doing it on the field. So what the heck is up with that? You're Mr. 5-star guy. How come you can't do this? So people are going to do this all the time. No,
that's no way to talk about Will Golston. That's just embarrassing.
You mean Will Golston will sign his second deal and probably going to send like 5 Will Golstons to MSU?
Except didn't do any of that at State.
Some could say that was Ted Gill's fault. But anyway.
Okay. Best thing about Will Golston at State was his face mask. Thanks for coming, Will. Saved all the sacks and pressure and actual technique for the Bucks.
If they bring you so much pain, why do you keep watching them?
So they're my sick, beautiful obsession. I can't stop. I love it.
You're a sick man, you know. You need help.
5. I'm going to get it at 5.
David,
Team Jesus. Getting that number one pick.
Team Jesus. In the prayer.
I can try to add
Can we
that.
get a caveat?
I can try.
Hey,
we not only need Kate Cunningham here in Detroit, but Mike needs you too, Jesus. Mike is lost in the wilderness.
I mean, hey, look, if we're adding wish lists in here, can we get Ben Simmons?
No thank you on Ben Simmons.
All right.
I do, because you won't be allowed to complain about him.
Fine.
Ever.
Okay, let's carry on.
Of course, most players get something, but if there isn't uniformity, it will be a mess.
How is it going to be a mess? There's no uniformity now. The halves, Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, Oklahoma suck up all the top 100 players every year.
And that'll keep happening.
Where's the uniformity? Where is the, we need all this?
Right. No. I love how now people want to turn this into like Stalin's Russia. A chicken in every pot. It's communism. You get a good player, and you get a good player. Like, it's never been that way.
I got offers from Alabama, Purdue, and Tulsa. You know, Tulsa deserves me because they haven't had a 5-star in a while. I'm going to go to Tulsa.
It's just people lost in the sauce.
Because, Mike, people still deem college football as pure. And They do. And because now when you're paying them, it's going to corrupt the system.
It's as pure as an Amsterdam sex word.
Right.
It is. I mean, come on. College football has been corrupt since the beginning.
It's the stripper who keeps telling you, I'm only doing this to pay for law school. Okay.
Roberto, you know lots about that.
It's the first time he's ever been silent.
He speaks right. Yeah, you know what? We have a term for this now. That's going full Costa. Like, Jim was so uncomfortable yesterday in a couple of moments. He had nowhere to run. He went full Costa. Rico's doing it right now. All right, listen. We will get to the people. We have a citywide prayer next. You don't even have to be religious. You could be an atheist. You're all invited. You don't even have to believe in God. Just believe. Oh, David was upset with that last one. You just believe that the Pistons going to get this #1 pick tonight.
I'll believe if you believe.
That's right. That's right. You know, Rich Rod once said, "You raise me up."
You raise me up.
Oh, Rita. All right, here we go. We'll get to business next. We're going to be impactful. We're going to be intentional. Enrico's going to lecture me with another story. Listen, buying a car does not need to be... You don't see some bearded drunk here, do you? No, Kenny. No, Kenny, no pick of the day.
David said I'm doing the pick of the day.
You're doing the pick of the day?
Yeah.
You told me there was no pick of the day.
Neither one of them were here yesterday, so...
You just kind of set me up for a loss right there. Well, here's...
I'm sorry for infringing on your
Here's
time.
Kenny Block. Here's Black Kenny.
All right.
It's the pick of the day, brought to you by the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit. We've got Kenny, MF, and Con. We are ready to roll.
Rico, would you like to go to bed immediately?
As I told you earlier on, here's your pick of the day. DeAndre Ayton over 15.5 points. Devin Booker over 31.5, and Paul George over 30.5 points at plus 580.
Carter Brothers in the NBA.
Brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app and turn game days into paydays. Please bet responsibly.
All right, my bad. Hey, listen, buying a new car doesn't need to be a long, drawn-out affair. You just go to Moran Buick GMC in Taylor. It's simple to save. You pick out the ride, work out the deal, schedule the delivery. I mean, there's no dance to it. You just do it. Right now, Moran, everyone, even a deadbeat like Roberto, can get employee pricing. And there's no crying about inventory or microchips. This is a high-volume dealer. This is a machine. They got all the inventory you need. So just go to Moran and get it done, quick and easy. You want to stop by the dealer, ask for John and Riley Kujic on Telegraph, just north of Eureka, Taylor. Or hit them up, MoranBuickGMC.com. For car buying made simple, it's Moran Buick Experience. New Buick.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, a new crash is reported Southfield Freeway M39 northbound at Joy Road. It's affecting the shoulder. Backups continue from after 4th Road. The Deco route you can trust to get around it is Telegraph. There's also a broken water main enclosure, Maple Road at Jackson Road in Ann Arbor. And slowdowns continue, 275 northbound from M1496 to 6 miles, 696 west from Orchard Lake Road to Novi Road, and on 696 eastbound from Telegraph to Lasser. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Supply Chain is hiring material handlers. Brothers in the NBA for our location in Mount Clemens. We want you to be a part of our team. Join us on June 23rd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at 151 Lafayette Street in Mount Clemens. Again, that's June 23rd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at 151 Lafayette Street in Mount Clemens. View details and RSVP at dhl.hires.com/Clemens. No experience is necessary. DHL is an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, I'm David Hoff from Hoff Financial. Did you know that over 50% of our refinance loans do not require an appraisal? So whether you want to lower your payments, shorten your term, maybe take some cash out to renovate your home, or pay off some lingering high-interest debt, there's a good chance you don't need an appraisal when you refinance with Hall Financial. Call to find out more, 248-308-5000, or go to callhallfirst.com.
All Financial, NMLS ID 1467435, Equal Housing Lender.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Tempero of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Breaking news on 97.1 The Ticket, powered by Odyssey and presented by BetQL. Become a better sports bettor. Get smarter to beat the books. Download the BetQL app or visit BetQL.com today. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by YC Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
We're brought to you by Hamilton Chevrolet. What a night. It's the NBA Draft Lottery. Pistons with a 14% chance to land that number one overall pick. They got a 52% chance to at least be in the top 5. Worst they can do is 6. Now, 2 other teams also with that 14% chance to the number one pick. It's Orlando and the Rockets. How about some news out of Madison, Wisconsin in college hoops? Head basketball coach Greg Gard facing some backlash after a late season team meeting in February was secretly recorded, later sent by an anonymous email account to the Wisconsin State Journal. It was a 37-minute audio recording that included 7 players voicing concerns and complaints over Gard's coaching tactics in what was an extremely emotional meeting. Gard said in a statement, "It is so disturbing someone would take a private family meeting and make it for public consumption." He went on to say he cares deeply about the student athletes in our program. He wants nothing more than to help them and see them succeed on and off the court. Wisconsin Athletic Director Barry Alvarez said in the statement, "The idea that someone would record and edit the conversation between student athletes and their coaches is extremely disappointing. Greg, his staff, and the players have my full support as they look forward to the upcoming season." Tigers and Cardinals back in action tonight. 2-game series. First pitch 7:10 right here on 97.1 The Ticket. Drake Skubal gets the start tonight for the Tigers. At the Ticket Update Desk inside the Jamie Samuelson Studios, I'm Jake Riedma. For more on 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
All right, so we got a couple things going on. A, if you missed anything, Odyssey.com, rewind. Rico's got the people in a dander here about the Supreme Court and college athletes and the name and likeness. I'm fine with that, but I told you 5 o'clock we needed to get to business. The NBA lottery is tonight. All jokes aside, look, we need some. This town has gotten nothing in the way of luck. And what I mean is, like, look, the Wings have gotten boned a couple of times, and then people celebrated this year because they didn't get boned. They didn't get lucky either. They sat there at 6. You know, the Lions, yeah, great. I mean, we like their draft pick. They're going to stink next year. They're going to stink the year after. It's the same damn thing with the Tigers. Oh, well, Mize is good. Yeah, you took him number 1 overall. There's no lottery. We need some luck. You know, like, we need a guy like Skubal to turn into Shane Bieber. We need some luck here. Got to find a few guys. Now, tonight with the Pistons, this is a franchise that never gets lucky. It's a franchise that never gets help in the lottery. They never move up. They are sitting there with an absolutely credible shot to get the number 1 pick. So I started thinking to myself, okay, how can I help the cause? And I thought about my co-host, Rico Beard, and I thought about my producer, David the Hatchet Man Hull, and I said, you know what? This is where we got to bring out the big Bible guns. We got to bring out our religious cash, and we got to make this happen. It is getting dark outside, but that one has nothing to do with the other. I'm just making a point. Orlando doesn't have a pastor as a producer.
OJ was saying, I'm just saying.
Houston radio doesn't have a pastor as a producer. They don't. Because if one of their producers put on a priest outfit like David, well, they would immediately ignite into flames. But see, David is a pastor.
Joel Osteen on the mic.
Oh, please. The point is, oh my God, I am asked.
I'm nervous just standing behind him right now.
What is going on here? We are going to do,
Jake, please get that phone.
No, we are going to do a prayer for the city. For us to get the number 1 pick. I want Cade Cunningham. I've said to David, you want to prove your God is real, I want the number 1 pick in the draft. Stop it. It's a low burden of proof. I'm not trying to cure world hunger. Hell, I'm I'm not even trying to fix the city and homeless. I just want the number one pick.
Am I allowed to say what I'm looking at right now? Or are you?
Please. You're looking at a beautiful, strong black man who is a man of faith.
Thank you, Mike.
No, you're just a shameless charlatan.
You can see that on Twitch right now. Go to 97 on the ticket Twitch. You can see David in all his glory.
Oh, that's great. Hey, are we seeing any scratch from that? Then don't plug it on the air.
On occasions like this, I put it out.
If it's free, it ain't for me. All right, David.